to do a working hangout, and I thought I would give Nate some exposure to in person in the face, not in the face, but in person, so everybody could see what Nate looks like. Because we were just talking you up, Nate, on my live that I just got off of, and you sent me all these awesome boxing magazines. And so we're going to do a working hangout. I got a bunch of shipping to do and all of this. But Nate, go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name's Nate. Every day I'm hustling. I'm a part-time reseller, but really full-time. I do Amazon and eBay, and I go to the garage sales and source your average stores for RA finds.
Awesome. Jennifer says, I already know what Nate looks like. Hi, Lynn. How are you?
Hi, Jennifer. Hello.
I'm gonna pop up my chat really quick because I was just watching boxing news from around the world about the Lomachenko fight tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know you're not gonna watch that.
I watch some boxing. I just don't have a lot of time anymore to really like dig in like I used to, and it's something I need to. Boxing was something I always liked because there was a guy that from my high school. He was older than me. He was actually heavyweight champion of the world, Michael Moore.
You knew Michael Moore? You went to high school with Michael Moore?
Well, he was. I was in elementary school when he was heavyweight champion, so that he was probably about 10 years or so older than me.
Okay.
Yeah. But we were from the same high school. He came in the limousine, had his belts, and
nice.
I see him from time to time in town now because he dates. No, I'm sorry. I think his wife is someone from Minnesota as well. So they used to live in Michigan. At the end of his career, he said he was from Michigan, or the boxing people, the announcer said he was from Michigan, but actually lived in Michigan. And I was like, wow, he's not repping Minnesota right now. So, but yeah, Michael Moore was.
That's cool. He wasn't heavyweight champ that long.
No, he lost to George Foreman, which was a very questionable.
That was Nate, but that's one we talked about that in the last live. That George Foreman became heavyweight champ, one of the few to become heavyweight champ 4 times in his career. And that was one of the times that he became heavyweight champ. He took Michael Moore's belt away from him.
Right. Yeah, I believe he made history for being the oldest heavyweight champion and being it 4 times.
Yep. Don't tell me I don't know my boxing.
Oh, you know it. You know it way more than me, that's for sure. You're the boxing queen.
I know I am the boxing queen. I will accept that title. Motorcycle. I will accept that title with pride because I don't know many people that know as much. Now, I don't know every single boxer there ever was or that there currently is. No, I'm not educated that much. But out of the people that I know, I'm educated about. I know a lot. Let's put it that way, especially for a chick. I know a lot.
Yeah, you're definitely very knowledgeable, that's for sure.
I know sports in general. Just because I grew up in a house full of jocks, and sports was always on the TV. That's all that ever played. And then I married a jock.
Oh, okay.
And so, my husband watches every sport there is, right down to curling.
Oh, really?
So, we have a big screen TV in every room of the house except my office. That's a 19-inch TV, but he's got a big screen TV in every room of the house. Because no matter what room he's in, he's got to be able to watch his sports in big fashion.
Right.
So, and then, of course, my son was an athlete. So, yeah.
Yeah, I played a lot of sports in high school, and I actually played college football.
Did you really? For what college?
Gannon University.
Really?
It was a Division II school, yeah.
What position?
I played offensive guard.
Offensive guard?
I was offensive tackle in high school, and basically for college, when you go to D2 and up, it's like you got to be 6'6", 300 some pounds to be a tackle.
Oh, wow. Anthony, I'll send you the link, honey. Anthony's in the chat. He says, you're like Curry at the finals. What's up, little hustler? My son was a quarterback and middle linebacker. He averaged like 17 tackles a game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he was a really good baseball player. He got like 1/4 of the state for infielding. He was a first baseman and a pitcher. All district or all region or all state or something like that. One of those. I don't know. He was very good, but he had to have complete reconstructive surgery on his shoulder, his pitching shoulder, after graduation, so he couldn't play ball in high school. He couldn't play baseball or football in high school.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was rough.
Playing sports was probably one of the things in my time that that I didn't I mean I loved it, but I miss it so much. You know.
Yeah.
I didn't think I would, but I did. It was such a great time with, you really, playing with the teammates and stuff like that, especially when my high school team, you're with these people all your life and, you go to war with those guys. And
no kidding.
It's a great experience.
How old are you, Nate?
I'm 34.
34? Okay. Mm-hmm. So you're 5 years older than my son.
Mm-hmm.
My son just turned 29, so.
Yeah, I graduated in 2003. So it feels like it's a long time ago.
I'm always brushing my bangs. I hate being able to see myself.
I always look at my beard. Like, my beard looks scraggly. So I always look at it like it's...
Here, let me take care of that for you. There you go. You can see all my gray hairs in that brush. See all my little gray hairs in that brush?
I got a few coming through every once in a while. I got to pull them because it just, it just makes me feel extra old with that. I have like one really long one every once in a while. Just come on.
Yeah, then two grow back.
Right.
Yeah, Anthony never drives. Ashley drives. Anthony rides so he can lay back and he's in comfort and he's a rider, not a driver.
You want to come on live too? This is my daughter.
Oh, hello, beautiful.
Say hi.
Did Daddy put that bow in your hair or did Mommy put that bow in your hair?
Say Mommy did. Daddy doesn't know nothing about bows and hairs and stuff.
My husband could do hair. He could do ponytails.
I might be able to do a ponytail, but it probably wouldn't stay very long.
Anthony says he's riding dirty. I'm riding dirty. I bet after the flea market, more dirty, sweaty dirty, Anthony.
Are you being shy?
She's beautiful.
Thank you.
She looks like your younger son a lot.
All three of my kids have like very similar features.
Glenn, do you want to come on, honey? Swamp Picker, you want to come on? I got to find you.
She likes hiding her face from the screen. That's why she keeps going side to side.
Bless her heart. Okay, why aren't you coming up? There you are. Catch me riding dirty, riding dirty.
Usually on Fridays, I usually go sourcing, but today's a home day, family day. We're going to do some listing. I'm going to reorganize my inventory so we can maximize, our space.
You're going to condense your inventory, in other words.
Yeah, I'm going to have it so it just makes things more logical for the most part. Everything that's listed and, going to be sitting for a while that I really don't have to touch unless it sells. It's going to go in the basement, so it's in safekeeping. And then everything that's going to need listing or is Amazon, like leftover inventory that I just buy, extra or whatever, it's going to stay up here. So when I go to make a box for Amazon, it's up here. And, when I do go RA shopping, it's easy for me to ship and pack. I like to when I'm done listing something,
I like to package it because I do a lot of glassware. I
Mm-hmm.
like to package it and have it ready to go. So all I have to really do is put another layer of thick bubble wrap on it,
Right.
and then I'm good. Then I just have to find the box and put it like that bird, that macaw that I just sold, and I'm
Uh,
in a payment war with them right now. That's already boxed, and that'll say macaw on the outside of it for real macaw, and then it'll sit on a shelf already in its box. So all I have to do is grab that down off the shelf, and I'm good. Slap a label on it, and I'm good. That's one of the reasons I don't have as much room. Jennifer, I sent you a link if you want to hop on, honey. Um, it's one of the reasons why Hi, Paisley. It's one of the reasons that I don't have as much room because
what's the matter? My wife went to go pick up my son, so he's cranky.
oh well, you can take care of them. Go ahead.
Oh, they might be on my lap here in a second.
Oh, that's okay, Daddy. Hi, buddy. Do you remember me?
No typing.
That's
No
okay,
typing.
Glenn. Enjoy your lunch, honey. I forget it's a Friday and people work.
I love my schedule. No
Hi. I know. Hi, girls. Our boy and girl. I
boy
swear
and girl.
he's so beautiful. He should be a girl.
He needs a haircut. I tell my wife, I says we need to get him his first haircut because he's just letting it rock. But
How old is he?
he's 1.5. We let his hair grow really long. No typing.
Anthony says he's got the hookup on those JoJo bows if your daughter needs one.
Yeah, she got a few, that's for sure.
He bought 12 of them.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Everybody says how precious your children are. They are so beautiful, Nate.
They're getting into everything on my desk.
That's Daddy's phone, I think.
That was a camera.
Oh.
He grabbed my vape and tried the vape, and then he grabbed the.
Well, he sees Daddy.
Camera.
That's dangerous, Daddy.
Oh, it was off. Uh-oh. There goes my screen. All right. Get down.
Is Mommy home?
No, she just wanted to pick up my son.
Oh.
What?
Well, then you take care of your kids how you need to take care of your kids.
Yeah, I might have to jump out real quick. I'll be back in a second.
Okay, honey, go right ahead. He's such a good daddy. So that is Nate. Every day I'm hustling, you guys. That is who I got all those boxing magazines from. And he is a great guy. Haven't known him that long, but he and I we just clicked and we bonded right away. He is such a sweetheart. And you guys heard the beautiful letter that he wrote me, how nice it is. His son is so cute. When he first picked his son up, I went, what a beautiful little girl. And he goes, it's a boy. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. He's so beautiful. He's so beautiful. What's a PGH boy mean? Jennifer, are you at work or are you at home? I sent you a link if you want to jump on, Jen. What's going on, Paisley? Hi, Lisa. Anybody can jump in. We're just going to do a working hangout, guys. So anybody who wants to jump in, let me know and I'll flip you a link. Hey, Kay, I didn't see you pop in. Hello, honey. You drive careful, Val. Catch me riding dirty, riding dirty. I wanted to do a working hangout because I need to get some work done. And it's always fun to do a working hangout with somebody else. Hi, Sissy. Aw, Grandma Kelly. Do you want to come on, sis? You want to come on and hang out? Sissy! Do you want to come on and hang out? Why don't you want to come on, John? What's wrong? Why don't you want to come on? Why won't you come on? Look at me. I got no makeup on. My hair is not done. It's just back in a ponytail. I do have a bra on, though. I got dressed up for you. Okay, Paisley. Oh, I don't know if we're on Facebook together. Here, I'll just do this. There's the link. Oh wait, let me put it in the YouTube chat. Oh, it is in the YouTube chat. Duh, dummy. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm waiting. I'm waiting, Kay. I'm waiting for him. I got a feeling I'm not going to get to the post office by 4:30. Hi, what's up, Beck? Becky, you want to come on? I just put the chat down there. I put the stream in the chat. If you want to come on, do just a little bit of a hangout. You're more than welcome, Beck. I encourage anybody who wants to jump in, guys. Come on. Jump on in. %. That is awesome. I'm so happy for you. But will they be able to fix it? Oh, no, Paisley. You got to show your face. Come on, Paisley.
I'm sorry.
Show your face, girl. No, you can't do that where I'm the only face in the chat. Everybody, this is Purple Paisley Planner. Tell everybody about yourself.
Hold on.
You're not getting away with that crap.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
I gotta go put my hair on. I gotta
go. I'm not up for this.
Go put your hair on and get your ass back. Go put your eyelashes on or whatever you chicks do. Hair, eyelashes, makeup. Oh, she's gone now. She's gone. Mama made her mad. Hey, Ricardo. Well, that's cool, Kay. I would like one of those implants, too. No potty, no potty. No pain in the whole body. No pain in the whole body. What's up, Ricardo? Hi, Kimmy. Are you at work? There's Nate.
I'm sorry for leaving you hanging. I forgot
you're okay.
My son's second day of school is today, and so it doesn't register in my mind yet that 3 o'clock is pick up the kids from school today and stuff like that. And we have to split up.
Okay, babe. Not a problem.
I should tell you about the horror story of my son's first day of school.
Oh no, what happened?
So yeah, first day of school, he's in first grade, and everything got changed up from his bus route to, all that type of stuff, I guess. So he gets on his bus. They put him on the wrong bus. They dropped him off at the wrong bus stop. I'm at work, and they said that, I got a call from my wife saying Cameron's missing.
You know what? That happened to my son too. His first day of kindergarten.
Yeah, they were like, Cameron's missing. I'm like, maybe the bus is just late. Just calm down.
They dropped my son off at a different school because they did busing for different schools, and
Wow.
he got off the bus, because he got, I can't remember what the situation was. He got off, realized it was the wrong school, and the bus had already taken off. He couldn't get back on, so he sat on the curb and was crying, and somebody from the school came out and got him, asked him what his name was. Luckily, he knew his first and his last name, and they called the school district, and he was registered, and they knew what school he was supposed to go to. But I got a phone call, we've got your son at this school. So, and I didn't have a car at that time. My husband was the only one that had a car, and he was at work.
Wow.
And it was like, you have got to be kidding me. We're like, we've got a bus coming to take him to the right school. Don't worry. And I'm like, yeah, but he was upset.
Right.
So, and I couldn't get a hold of my husband because he worked in a factory at that time. And this was before cell phones.
Right.
So he had a second job in a factory at that time. And it was terrible. It was just terrible, 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 terrible. I'm so sorry that you're having to go through that right now.
Yeah, it was, they put him on the wrong bus. They dropped him off. Well, they didn't drop him off I'm sorry. They didn't drop him off at the wrong bus stop. I'm sorry. The bus driver kept him on the bus and I guess brought him to my house. But this was after, 20 minutes or so. My wife actually called the school. They didn't answer. Like, either the phone number wasn't working or I can't remember what she said. It made like a weird, like, it was like an error or something. I think she said it was coming up as like they changed the number or the phone bill wasn't paid or something like that. So, so the bus driver I had a history with and who knew who I was and stuff like that. He, I guess, dropped my son off at my house, but nobody was home. So, my wife's out looking for him. I'm a half hour away. I couldn't even leave.
So he was at the house by himself outside.
Right. Like, this is like 25 minutes after, the bus.
He didn't pick him up to the door and knock on the door or anything?
I guess he wasn't even supposed to drop him off like that at all, but he did it for us because he knew who I was. And he did it as a favor to me because there was a situation where he drove a bus for, it was like a trip that we did for a Pirate game. And it was one of the games where the highway got flooded and a car actually like literally floated and hit the bus. So there was like a lot of finger pointing on whose fault it was. And he was going to lose his job over the whole situation. But I testified what I seen, which was 100%, truth. It wasn't like I was exaggerating truth, but it was. So he was very thankful for me doing that and coming out and, doing that. So I saved his job and stuff like that. But, I felt so powerless because I couldn't leave. Like I had no choice but to stay. And, she's freaking out. And stuff like that. So it was.
Well, how's he doing?
He's doing good. Today, since I was home, he got picked up. My wife went to the school, talked to officials and everything, and they said that, oh no, he was on the right bus. And she says, no, he wasn't. He's supposed to be on this bus. So another person who knew who we were says, no, I know exactly where they live. He's supposed to be on this bus. So we got it all taken care of, but
for a week after that happened, I followed the bus. I would take my husband to work, drive 40 minutes, take him to work, drop him off, take my son to the bus stop, put him on the bus, and I followed the bus to make sure that he would get home. I wasn't worried about him getting to school okay. He could get to school okay. It was on the ride home that was the tricky part. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just like after, something like that, who knows, like, it's almost to the point where I might have to try and figure out a way to, get my son to school. Like, getting him to school is not a problem because I work at noon. Like, that's when my day kind of starts at 1 o'clock. I have to leave early, and I'm a half-hour drive, so it's almost like I have to try and, like, figure out a way to, get him home without taking the bus because we don't have that same trust in, the busing system.
No.
So
Nate, I understand. I completely understand. And it's scary. It's so scary.
I think it makes me upset is like our school district is so small. Like in his class of his grade or whatever, there might be 75 kids. And it being the first day of school, you think they would make sure that the first day everything's taken care of.
We drove our kids their entire elementary, the whole time they were in elementary. Our kids didn't really ride the bus. They didn't ride the bus until middle school. We drove them to school. We put them in one of the best elementaries, if not the best elementary in all of our school district. But because we were in the district, Kalamazoo school districts, but we weren't in that school's district. And we drove our kids to school every day and then picked them up. I would drop them off before school. I would drop them off early before school. They had a daycare program. And then my husband would pick them up every day after school. And so, we did that, every single day for 9 years, because my daughter was 3 years after my son. So we had to do it for her for 3 more years after he was out. And we did it for 9 years and then by the time Paige was in middle school, Clay was in high school. So it's a lot better than wondering if they get on the right bus or not,
Right. Like when I was in elementary school, I lived I don't know, like 6 blocks or so from the elementary center. So I always either walk to school or, I would get, when the weather was bad, I'd get dropped off or whatever. But nowadays they don't even let a lot of people walk to school anymore. Everything's, pick up even if you live like 2 blocks away, because it just, I guess,
See, ours is a mile. If you live within a mile of the school, you don't get a bus stop.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they stopped that for some reason for our area. I don't know why. Like if I lived at my parents' house right now and my son had to go to school, he would take a bus. No.
Well, that's nice for you guys. I mean, not right now.
Yeah,
but,
right.
The school district said you can't follow the school bus. It makes the driver nervous. And I said, really? About as nervous as having your son dropped off at a school and his first day of kindergarten that he doesn't know anything about and that he has never been to, and he's scared and all alone?
Right.
You think it's that scary? And you don't want to mess with me. When you mess with my kids, I am a nice person, but I turn into the biggest bee, Nate, in the world when it comes to my kids.
That's a mother.
It was in my file that I was a difficult mother, that if there was a problem or situation, I was difficult to work with because I would never see the school side of things. I always took my kids' side of things. And that's not true, because I sided with the teachers at times. If there was a misbehaving, situation or something like that, I would side with the teachers. You know what I mean?
Right.
But so it wasn't like I was like a difficult mother or anything like that. But if you messed with my kids, boy, you better watch it. When Clay was in the 1st grade, the teacher made him stand in the corner for talking. And he goes, I have to go to the bathroom. He goes, well, you're going to need to hold it. He goes, I can't hold it. I have to go to the bathroom. I really have to go. And he goes, you better shut your mouth or you're going to get it. And he peed his pants in the corner.
Oh, wow.
In class. And I had to get between my husband and that teacher because my husband was going to kick his ass. My husband was going to kick his butt. Bad.
like my wife, she does most of the stuff for the school just because of my work schedule. Basically, I'm not home a lot for the school day or whatever, and she always tells because we had something happen last year as well with the bus and stuff like that, where they dropped them off early, like 20 minutes early one day for whatever reason, and a similar situation happened again, and she went up there and she goes, you think I'm mad? Wait till I tell Nate what happened.
Yeah, no kidding,
you,
right?
you don't want him to come up here
Yeah,
because
wait till I tell my husband. You think I'm
I'm
bad?
I'm the nicest guy that I'm go with the flow. I'm really easy to get along with, but in a situation where that happens or something else, there's no holding back anything or whatever, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, I mean, and who can blame you, you know?
right. My kid was
You
in
can't blame
kindergarten last
anybody for
year.
getting mad about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he was in kindergarten last year. He was on the bus. Yeah, I don't like I said, I don't know what the reason was. It wasn't for weather or anything like that. This was like towards the end of the summer or like right before summer last year. And I think I even I was at the bus stop when this happened. And we always go 15 minutes early because, sometimes they do get there 5 minutes early or whatever. And, I never want my son to get to the bus stop and look around and not see his parents or whatever. So
Right.
we always go early. And I remember getting there and there was no parents at the bus stop. Or no, there was two at the bus stop. And we're all sitting there like, where's our kids at? And there's all these other buses passing and going to the bus garage because we live right by the bus garage. And it was pretty terrifying. And then the school district, we called them this time and they answered and they give us no answer. They have no idea.
Yeah,
Like,
because they don't know. They don't even know what's happened.
you would think if you have some extra kids on the bus that the bus drivers would just automatically call the school and say, hey, I got
Call the
two
bus
kids
garage
on the
or
bus.
call the bus garage.
Yeah, somebody. I mean,
You know?
some
Yeah.
sense, but they don't.
It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Like even if my kid was in like 6th grade or whatever, where
Ooh.
he's older and stuff like that, it's still not a good situation,
Nate, my blood's boiling just thinking about it.
Yeah, it's
Just thinking about it, I'm just all. I mean, I swore and everything. I'm very upset right now.
yeah.
I'm very upset right now.
I was very upset. I just don't. I'd never like the helpless feeling because when you're a parent and you're helpless, especially in my situation, I'm so far away, and I'm just like hoping.
And isn't that how you feel? That is exactly how you feel. You feel helpless.
Yeah, there was literally nothing I could do because I even asked my boss. I'm like, "Can I leave?" And they're like, "No." And
my son is missing. Can I please leave?
My boss is like I compare him to the Grinch. Like he looks like him sorta. He has like the same like posture, size, and heart of the Grinch.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just sorry you had to go through that, Nate. I'd be token on something too.
Yeah, it was really bad, but hopefully everything will be fine now. Hopefully, we'll cross our fingers.
Every day practice what bus number. And see, the thing with my daughter is she used to get she would get her numbers mixed up. So I was always terrified she was going to get on the wrong bus. You know what I mean? And I couldn't trust the school system to do what they were supposed to do because they had already failed us. So I couldn't trust them.
The thing that really makes me upset about the whole situation is like when you go on the bus, I guess to a certain age, or I don't even know if it's all up to 6th grade or not, but they have your bus number like on a tag or whatever, your address, and your phone number of the parent's contact all on this like thing that they wear. So the bus number was wrong. Like it should have been 17, but on his thing was 19. but you had my address and you had my wife's phone number.
You could have just called and said, "Hey."
Right.
Well, even though that bus driver was trying to be nice, he was still at fault because, he was still at fault because he dropped a kid off not knowing if anybody was home.
Right. And my wife was literally up the street. Like, I'm surprised he didn't see her because it's on the same road. It's just like a half a block up the road. So, he must have drove right past her after he dropped him off or whatever, because it's like a little hill.
So what did your son do? Just sit on the steps?
Well, we had our back door open. I guess she left it open, and we use our back door as our main door. And I guess he just went in the house, and I don't know if he went in the house or he was on the back porch. I think he went in the house. I remember what my wife said, and he was playing with my dog and asked him where mommy was, and he was a little freaked out, but he's okay now.
Bless his heart.
Yeah, it's tough, especially for being that little, to go through that. Not once, but kind of, it was similar but different situation, but 2 times basically in a very short. Well, I guess the summer went through, but you know what I mean. It wasn't that long to the summer, and then this happened first day back. You would think first day back they would just have all their ducks in line and everything's taken care of, especially for the kids that are, say, kindergarten through 3rd grade or 4th grade or whatever. You know what I mean? Where they don't have to. There's not as much risk of taking the wrong bus, and if they did, they would understand where their house is or whatever. You know what I mean? But at that age, they don't know what buses goes to where. And
no, they don't.
they had to walk home. God forbid, you see some things on TV where people snatch kids and stuff, and oh man, especially first day of school, like those type of people. First day is like praying season for them. It's a shame that.
I know, right? I know.
God forbid whoever would try to do anything to my son or my kids.
Well, I'm glad everything worked out okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what happened to the other. I'm just looking at my invoices here going,
Were you shipping out some stuff?
Yeah, I got some stuff to ship out, and I'm missing an invoice now. But that's okay. I'll make a new one.
It's been very light for me for the last couple of days on eBay.
Yeah, I had some sales yesterday I sent out, and I haven't had a sale on eBay today, but I've got from my auction that I had Thursday night, so I'm still shipping out for that. I did the majority of it yesterday.
What time was your auction yesterday?
No, I didn't have it yesterday. I did most of the shipping yesterday. My auctions are Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Every Wednesday night.
I'll have to try and sneak in every once in a while.
Oh, you don't have to. It's just jewelry. You're going to be bored with it.
It's jewelry.
Oh, it's just jewelry.
Unless I need something for my wife, that would be the only time I need to buy something. Or if I've been a knucklehead, then I need I'm sorry gift.
How do you spell choker? Is there a
CHOKER? Yep.
Yeah, I'm not the best speller. Not the best speller.
I'm gonna do some listing today. Really get caught up on some things in my household today, which I've been dying to get started in things. I'm gonna really have my inventory ready for 4th quarter. How long have you been reselling, Kelly?
Since 2000.
Oh, okay. So you're a seasoned vet.
Huh?
You're a seasoned vet then.
I am a seasoned vet.
Now, do you do a lot better sales during your 4th quarter, or is it just a little bit of a spike? Or
You know, I started back up this time last year, fourth quarter last year. I started back up with a store and everything. So I didn't really have a fourth quarter because I was just getting my store built. And I still only have like 150 some items in my store. It's not like my store is huge, but because most of my time is spent doing jewelry, which is what I'm doing right now. But I'm going to be taking photographs and listing and stuff for eBay, tonight. But hang on just a second.
Yeah, no problem.
I did not charge her shipping on that shipment, so I need to charge her shipping on this one. Okay. All right. Maury, if you're watching, I fixed that invoice, and it's got your 925 quartz bracelet, your choker necklace, your True Love weights ring, and you already paid the Firefly one. So that is a complete invoice for everything else, and then I will send everything out today. Woot woot! And everything's packaged up except for the necklace, so I've got to get the necklace out and get that packaged up in a pretty package. Yeah, I got to stay on top of my my jewelry stuff a lot, Nate, because it takes up a lot of my time.
I bet.
Yeah, you'd think I'm only online for 2 to 3 hours, right? But no, it takes up a lot of my time.
I
Because
hate that noise.
you got to source for the stuff. You got to get the stuff.
Right.
Where's the rest of that box?
I got one of them weird eBay noises, but I don't see anything on my account.
That was a message.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Or somebody paid.
No, for me, it's either like an eBay like message about some type of promotion they're running, or a customer asking a question, or a customer.
Usually it's a payment or a customer question.
Oh, really? See, I get the cha-ching. I get the double cha-ching. Like they'll either they'll say they're going to buy it, and I'll pay for it.
I used to get the double cha-ching, but I don't get the double cha-ching anymore. I haven't for a long time.
Really?
Yeah, so I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah, I don't know. I do. I definitely still do.
I never changed it.
Yeah, I didn't change anything. That's for sure.
Oh my gosh, I've got this heavy bag of craft, this bag for craft lot already. This huge bag. It's like half of a gallon. And I just keep adding to it and adding to it. I cannot find that box. I just had that box. Where is that box? See, I'm still like all upset over the whole school thing. That still has me upset. I'm sorry. Look at this nice letter somebody wrote me, Nate. Can't imagine who wrote me this.
I like their logo.
I know. I like their logo too. I showed it up close to everybody.
Someone said to me the other day, they go, "Are you in the Illuminati?" I'm like, "No, I just like the logo."
Because the all-seeing eye.
Yeah, I just like it. I don't know. That's just me. I don't know. It's on money and it's done in a different way. So I just looked at it. I'm like, that looks awesome.
Get in there. Yes. I need to find a box. My day is struggling today. I'm riding the struggle bus today, Nate.
You look super organized over there.
Me?
Yeah.
Is that a joke?
No, like all your stuff's like boxed and.
Oh yeah, and labeled.
Labeled and the whole 9 yards. Where mine just stuff piled on top of stuff. I mean, you kind of see mine. Look, I don't know which.
No, I've got WWE wrestling rings sitting here. I've got my foam board sitting on top of it. It's because I had to give my table to my husband, and so I had to take everything I was going to photograph off of that table and the WWE rings were going to get photographed today. So that was something that ended up on this table, and now is in the movie or in the video because I don't have anywhere else to put it right now. And now I'm trying to find a box, and I got boxes, empty boxes, sitting down here in the way. This is a good one. I'll use this one. Boy, your kids fight.
Oh yeah, it's constant. It's my wife's in there with them, and one will grab a book, and they'll see it and they'll go, "That's mine." And then the oldest one you would think would be the peacekeeper, maybe, but no, he's the instigator of them all.
He's the instigator.
Yeah.
Well, you know what they say. The oldest teaches the youngest.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
me and my sister got along for the most part. I would think.
My two didn't.
Like we would fight, but it wasn't nothing close to this. But also, you got to figure you're adding a third in the equation.
I was like an only child because my brother was 6 years older than me, and my other brother was 9 years older than me, and my sister was 11 years older than me. So.
Oh, you was the baby.
Yeah, I was the baby, and I was home by myself. So I didn't really, I didn't have anybody to play with because everybody, even though my brother lived at home, he was hardly ever home, or he lived at college, or because he played college ball. He either lived at college or, had an apartment with his buddies for a minute or whatever, So I basically just grew up by myself. That's gonna work good.
Yeah, the hot glue K, that should work pretty good. That would probably be the second safest thing for those eyes, I would think.
What's going on?
She wanted to know about crocheting, and she wanted to put eyes on it, or wanted to see if the eyes are worth buying, and if she would sew them on. And I recommended maybe using a hot glue gun and hot gluing the eyes to them. That'd be easier. She said she doesn't want the eyes, coming off, choking on them.
Yeah, no kidding.
Those are for her grandkids. If the kids want those eyeballs,
your kids are funny.
If those kids want those eyeballs to come off, let me tell you one thing: they will come off anyway.
They'll come off regardless of what you put on them. They're like dogs. Kids are like dogs. They'll chew that until it comes off.
Oh yeah.
I remember my son was giving my daughter's baby doll a ride in his bike, and he put it in the seat of his bike because it opened up, and then he forgot, and the baby doll was lost for days, and she would not sleep. And they didn't make that baby doll anymore, and it was so frustrating because she would not. She was a year and a half, and she wouldn't sleep without this baby doll. And every substitute that I gave her, she's like, no. And one day Clay was outside playing, and all of a sudden I was watching him from inside, and he opens up his bike seat and finds the baby, and I'm like, oh. And I called Sissy from the bedroom. I'm like, Sissy, come here, and she comes toddling out. Clay runs in and goes, Mom, I found the baby doll. And she grabbed the baby doll, threw down her bottle, and dropped to the floor and fell asleep because she hadn't slept in days. She hadn't slept like more than 20 minutes in days,
Wow.
It was probably the most traumatic thing she's probably ever been through.
My sister had a blanket when she was little, and she wouldn't sleep without it as well. And then, after the years, the blanket gets torn because it was a blanket someone made for her, and it had like silk pieces around the edges. Well, she liked to rub the silk together to fall asleep to or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it started to tear or whatever to the point where the silk or whatever wasn't there anymore. So my mom had to basically replace it with another one. She tried using a different colored silk, but it wasn't good enough. So she actually had to find like a silk that would match, so she would be happy again with it.
I relate. I relate. I mean, I was going to Myers in the middle of the night buying 3 or 4 babies, going home going, I found your baby, I found your baby, I found your baby. And she would take one look at it, throw it down. It would look almost exactly alike, but like maybe the dress would be a different color or something. She would look at it and just throw it down. Nope. She knew.
I think my sister still has that same blanket somewhere at her house that she has. She probably has it in the attic somewhere, just like as a total keepsake.
I think my daughter's got her baby doll. I'm pretty sure she's got her baby doll. Pretty sure she took it. Wouldn't surprise me if she slept with the stinking thing. To this day, I dropped a ring in there. To this day, I could tell you exactly what that baby looked like. Like everything. If I had to go and find one, I could go and find it. Because
Right.
I've never seen one at a garage sale. I've never seen one online. Because as soon as, eBay came around, I mean, she was like 10, 7, 8, so she didn't even need it anymore. But even, when eBay came around, I was looking for one of those dolls just in case she lost hers,
Mhm.
even though she didn't need it anymore, just in case.
You wanted
Could
to
never
back up.
find one. Nope, could never find one. Now I could probably find one if I was looking for it.
Right. eBay should have been invented earlier.
Thankfully, my granddaughter never had that same situation where she was attached to something like that. Thankfully. Yeah, it was a Fisher Price. It was a Fisher Price doll, and she had a hole in her belly, and you pushed on it, and the light came on in the belly, and she had a pink bonnet. She was a pink baby.
That sounds familiar.
I could probably find it on my phone.
What year was this?
1994.
Let's see, my sister would have been 6 then. My sister might have had that doll.
I think it was made in 1993 because, no, 1994 because she got it for her birthday. Her first birthday. Fisher Price baby doll light up belly. I'm sure it's not going to have the light. And she lost the light early on. It was just the baby without the light in the belly.
I can hear my
Not
kids.
the light up face. Yeah, I don't see it. Okay, let me take the year out and just put Fisher Price. Is that it?
Let me look. I was off screen.
No. This one. No. Well, I don't know. That's a weird angle. Oh my God, I think this is it, but they don't show the belly. Pink polyester stuffed doll with flannel hat and vinyl face. His battery operated light unit inside that lights the face. Nope, it's not it. Her face didn't light, her belly did. But that looks a lot like her. The face, the bonnet doesn't look right, but
It sounds like something my sister had.
yeah, the face didn't light up on Pages. The belly lit up.
Right. That's what I remember. Something with it was like a red light or something.
Now everybody's going to be finding them and sending them to me. What's that? Now I'm going to be obsessed, Nate. Thanks.
I'm sorry.
No, I can't. It's not on it. I can't find it. And I'm not looking under solds. I'm just looking. I don't think they made it for very long. I think they had their one run of it and then they were done. Probably because the light part would come out of the belly. And so they thought, well, the light comes out, people are losing their light and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, Kay, it's your fault. Can't be my fault. I'm perfect. Can't be my fault, man. All right, I got to get back to my shipping. Do you watch TikTok at all, Nate? It's an app.
No,
It used to be called Musical.ly.
One of my friends used to use that, and they kind of did some videos or whatever. Like, isn't like you do your own like music video or something sort of?
Yeah, kind of. Or you lip sync to other people's songs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I find it very entertaining. I like it. It's a lot of kid stuff and things like that, but I don't act my age anyway.
There was somebody else that did something like that recently. I'm trying to think who it was.
Somebody was talking about they had a TikTok account.
I think it was they did a song and it was like one side of the screen was this guy singing and the other
that was Todd.
Yeah.
Hustler.
Right.
Yeah.
That was the first time I've seen, the kind of the split screen thing like that where,
Yeah, TikTok is an app. And I like to watch it. Like once a day I'll sit and watch it.
Nothing wrong with that.
For like an hour and just look at all. I like to look at all the animal videos, all the pit bull videos, and there's some neat creative people on that app.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like the stupid ones. I don't watch the ones where they're lip syncing to songs and all that. I like the original content ones.
Oh, so you could do your like own music to it if you're like a music creator or whatever as well. Yeah,
well they do like they'll take the words from a skit, like let's say Jerry Seinfeld or something. It's things that are hip and cool today. But let's say we took a Seinfeld skit and then we lip synced to the words. You know what I mean? And then we just posted it.
Right.
And it's meant to be funny. It would be like that.
Oh, okay.
Or they'll sing or they'll dance and they'll do silly things, try and look sexy, and men do it just as much as women do. So it's not just the young girls doing it, men do it too. And a lot of times too, it's the people that like to dress up like vampires and cosplay people, they do it a lot.
Oh, really?
Skits and stuff, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I might check it out. I haven't seen anything off there for a while.
It's very entertaining. It's called Tik, Tik, space Tok, Tok. And you just have to hone it to the things that you like to see. Like there's an elderly lady on there. She's in her 70s. She's fighting cancer. And people thought they would make fun of her. And but she's got a cult following and everybody loves her. And I don't even know what her name is, but I watch her all the time because she's got terminal cancer. But yet she comes on and she's so sweet and she does these videos about nothing. And you just can't get enough of her, you know?
Mm-hmm.
She's just so sweet. And then there are some celebrities that have TikToks and
Oh, that's cool.
yeah. I don't really follow them. I like the ones with the talking dogs and stupid stuff, you know? But it's good clean humor.
Yeah, good, something different. That's entertainment. In other words,
It's just it's entertaining. Exactly. That's what it is. It's entertaining.
and it's
I find
original
it,
content too. It's not something that
yes.
similar to nine other things you might watch or whatever.
Yep, it's all little short skits, so it's not like you're sitting there watching 5 minutes of something.
Right.
I need to get a Dymo, but I'm too cheap.
I don't like my Dymo. I really don't.
Well, I know where you can send it.
I have a Dymo 450 Turbo, which I wanted to use for my FBA labels and stuff like that. And unless I pay for something, which for certain things I'm really cheap, especially unless it's something I can pay once and it's over with. I hate paying for subscriptions.
Oh, you have to pay a subscription with a Dymo?
Well, no, it's just like for this, I have to get like an FBA extension. I'm sorry, a Google extension to be able to print all my FBA labels in one clear shot.
Oh.
The only other way that I can do it is I have to scan, like if I have a UPC, I use my scan gun that's connected to my laptop or whatever, scan it, and then it'll let me print the label, or I'll copy and paste the Amazon SKU that's in my store, I guess, and it'll let me print them one by one. So it's just way too much work. Where what I do is I just use my regular printer and buy the 30 up labels, and I just print all of them at one time, and then I go through them. I mean, the only way that would be good if I scanned them and then tag something or labeled it is if I did it after every shopping trip or whatever. But usually when I do a shopping trip, it's one huge haul that's going out that same day, not like I grabbed a couple things, I'll sticker it and then wait for my next shipment to send it out or whatever. So, but yeah, I thought it was going to be just oh, I want I got 120 labels, I download the label, boom, there it goes, and I just use it or whatever, and no.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of just sits here and collects dust on my desk. And
no,
I want to get a Rolo. I love those things. I really like them for my shipping labels, the 4x6s and stuff.
How is it different?
It's very similar. It's faster. I believe it's cheaper. Other than that, they're pretty much very similar. You can get free labels on both. Actually, I don't know if those labels work. You can get labels through, I believe it's either FedEx or UPS
So
for the Rolo.
a Rolo instead of the
I
other.
like. That's what I'm gonna buy. That's gonna be my first big purchase here coming.
Well, if you just did um eBay, so a Dymo or a Dymo would be okay though.
You just need it for shipping labels.
Yeah.
I would get the Rolo.
What's the one that you have that you don't like?
Dymo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Lisa C has a Rolo. I like it. I was watching some videos on it, and I like everything about it. Like like I said, I can't remember what company gives you the free labels for it, but
I think it was USPS.
it's either USPS or FedEx where you can buy like a huge box. It's like this. And you just rip the top off and like basically lay it on the floor, and it just you can get it through UPS too. Yeah, both places I think it is. And then it just pulls up and just keeps going, through or whatever. But it's faster. I believe the print is more clear from what I was looking at, because basically, it's all very similar. It's more preference and stuff like that, but that's what I was looking at. So if you get
I
a
don't
Rolla,
I don't do Amazon.
yeah, I mean I would do. I mean, like I said, I would. I mean, like I do a lot of shipping labels for Amazon and eBay, so having that would just be like basically like after you buy it, you don't have to buy anything for it anymore situation, because you get the free labels, free and then there's no ink to buy or anything like that, and they have, they from what I've seen, they take a pretty good pounding for amount of usage, because Craigslist Hunter has one, and he had it for I think 9 years or something
A
so far.
Rolo?
Yeah, he said he had one little hiccup, but other than that, it was the same one still running and everything. So, and he does a lot of shipping.
Yeah, he does a lot of shipping.
A lot of shipping.
Yeah, wasn't that sad when Milo died?
Yeah, that was. I felt so bad, for him on the last video when he announced it. He couldn't even look in the camera and talk about it. He was so choked up about it and
I
stuff like
know.
that. And he's such a good guy too. And
He's so sweet.
yeah, I mean, like he's one of the first people. Like there's about 4 or 5 people that I first started watching on YouTube before I started reselling.
Yep, he was too. He was one of the first ones I started watching too after Lindy.
Yep, it was him, Global Voodoo. Who was the other one? There was a couple different ones.
It was Lindy, Rally Roots, and Pete Craigslist Hunter.
Yeah, I think I watched Rally Roots too. Yeah, there's a couple of them that I watched that I really picked up on some things, and I was home when I first started reselling. I was home hurt from work. I fractured my foot. I just started this job where I'm working at now, and I was there for a month. I fractured my foot, and I knew I was going to be out for a little bit of time. And when you're on workman's comp, you're only getting
70%,
yeah,
66.6%. Yeah,
where you're only getting a chunk, and then it's on average to what you were making before you got hurt. So with me, like my first 2 weeks, I had just a flat 40, and then I had a huge pay that helped a little bit because I worked 6 days a week, and I think that's the reason why I got hurt. I just I went from not working to working, then I was working 6 days in a row, and I hurt myself. So I worked on it for 2 weeks, with it being broken, but not knowing it was broken. And I made it to the point where I was out for 6 months. So I was like, I'm sitting at home. I'm like, with the kids. My son was just born a few months before, and I'm watching YouTube and, up at night thinking to myself, there's got to be a way that, I can make some money, and, better support my family and take advantage of this time I have off. And I've always been the type of guy that, to try and hustle a couple bucks here and there to help, get through certain times of hard times or whatever. And I started watching that, and I'm like, wow, this guy's out at Goodwill buying polos, and he sold it for $15 and bought it for $1 or $2.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, that's what I'm gonna go do. I'm just gonna do the clothes route, And I didn't do too bad my first couple months. You
What
know,
do you sell most of, Nate?
I saw a lot of clothes, a lot of men's clothes, a little bit of women's stuff, toys, collectibles, but basically anything that I find at garage sales that I have knowledge of that that I think will be worth me buying and holding on, and no matter how long it takes to sell, if it's worth it, I'll buy it. It's almost like buying like a bond or or a CD or something. Whenever I buy something, not that I hope that it sits like years, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
If I'm going to spend $5 on it, I need to at least double my money, or hopefully that's the goal. That's what I
Yeah,
do
for
with
sure.
everything. I do that with Amazon. I do it with eBay. So that's basically my model. So this way, no matter what, even if I take an offer or something like that, there's definitely going to be some money there.
Yeah, I heard, Lisa, the Wall Street Journal did I haven't read it or anything yet. They did a segment on rally routes. That's really cool. I heard they did. Hi, Kenitha. Or actually, it's not. Is it just Ken? Am I supposed to just call you Ken? Cat. That's right. I'm sorry, Kenitha. Or Cat. I'm sorry, Cat. I forgot. I forgot. Yeah, couples making six-figure incomes are reselling. Hey, look. That's good. That means people are shopping with their heads. I'll tell you, I was watching Thelma's shop yesterday, and then I called her when her video was done, and I'm like, okay, now go back to this. Now pick this up. Is this a this? Is this a this? Is this a this? Okay, buy that. I want you to buy that. Let me spend some more of your money. I like watching people do live thrift hauls or live thrifting and stuff like that. But it makes you really want to wait, stop, go back. Get that. Like the crazy lamp lady did one today, and one of the pieces that I collect, she ran across and she actually picked it up and featured it on the camera, and then she put it back down.
She didn't buy it?
No, she was thinking it was like that catastrophe art type glassware, and it wasn't. It was a highly collectible. It was a Churchill blue willow pattern that sells really good for me, and I always pick it up when I see it and it sells. And so I put in the messages what it was, and she gave me a thumbs up, but not her cup of tea, I guess. Not her cup of tea, I guess. All right, I got my shipping done. So I'll be able to make it to the post office on time.
Yeah, I got one package I got to get out. I sold Adidas long sleeve pullover.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't get a lot of money for it. I just moved it to move it.
Move it. Hey, most of my clothes I buy at 69 cents.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm making $10 on it, I'm perfectly happy with that, you know?
Yeah, I think the item I sold was I think it was $12.99 plus shipping. So
yep, that's a good profit.
Yeah, not very much the stuff I actually spend $5 on or anything, because that's what my Goodwill sells, everything regular price. But I get everything at least half price or $1.
That's cool.
So,
Kat, I see a lot of uranium glass out there, or Vaseline glass. I don't pick it up though because it's got uranium in it. So let the other collectors pick that stuff up. I got enough health problems. I don't need any more.
That's crazy that that's out there. I never even knew about that.
You didn't know any glass that like glows in the dark, Vaseline glass, or the green. It's always green or yellow, um, or uranium glass, like she's talking about. Oh, it is too. If it glows in the dark, it's got those toxins in it, and it is still emits those toxins, and it is dangerous.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know anything about glassware. I don't like anything fragile, especially with my kids and stuff. That could be a catastrophe.
I used to do just clothes and the little bit of knickknacks and stuff like that. Now I do a lot of glassware. I like glassware. So I'm used to shipping fragile things, and I'm an over shipper anyway. I pack things really, really well. So
Yeah, I have all the supplies to ship anything from, you've seen my bubble pillows and my bubble wrap and everything else. I have
yeah,
bigger
I know
stuff
I
that
got
I
your
sell.
pillows.
Yeah, I like those pillows. Those are really good.
It's nice that they're smaller and you can um you can get them singly because they'll come apart.
Right.
Sometimes those pillows don't come apart.
Yeah, I made sure to get the smaller ones because, sometimes I get stuff in a smaller box and I have to be cautious of weight. So instead of doing like the craft paper or whatever, because I have that too,
Yeah,
I just do it like that. So this way I get under my weight and I don't have to sacrifice my shipping. You know, make sure the item's safe. In other words,
yeah,
because
yeah,
sometimes you get in certain ranges of weight and stuff like that, price really jumps.
yeah, it does. Yes, it does. Look, dude, I've been known to cut off 2 of the 4 flaps on a box to make weight.
I've done that. I've almost done that once, but then I was shipping out these Barbie dolls, and I sold a set of 590-210 dolls or whatever, and the box literally was 1 inch shorter on one side or whatever, and it dropped the price by $7.
Yeah, yep,
I was like, what? And it was only going to New York. It wasn't even, and I'm from Pennsylvania, so it wasn't like it was a big thing.
yeah, I gotcha. Let me check something really quick. Oh, my head hurts now. And I'm hungry. I'm going to go get some pizza. I think I'm going to jump off here. I got to change my shirt because I got dog hair all over my shirt. Then I'm going to go to the post office, and then I'm going to go to the dollar store, and then I'm going to get pizza.
Yeah, I gotta stop down the post office. My daughter seems to be having a bad day, so I have to
Bless
go.
her heart. Take her to the post office, Daddy. Just you and
She will.
her.
She'll come with me. She
And
loves going
then,
by Dada.
yep, that'll be a special trip. And then maybe next time Paisley comes on, she'll actually show her face.
She was in here for a quick second. I looked back and I seen
But she wouldn't
him
show her
on
face. And
screen.
I'm like, go put your hair on. She goes, yes, how did you know? Then she's like, I'm having a bad hair day. And I was just like, if I can come on looking the way I'm looking with hair in a ponytail and no makeup, come on, guys. It's okay. Everybody's beauty shines through better without makeup, right?
I
Nate doesn't
know.
have
I didn't
makeup
put
on.
none on. Right? I don't have none of my eyeliner or lipstick on or anything.
No, Nate doesn't have his makeup on. All right, guys. Drop your link, Nate, or put something in the chat so everybody can go subscribe to you. Every day I'm hustling. Can you see everything bouncing?
Every day I'm
I'm
hustling.
bouncing my table.
That's the bass from the song.
Yeah, that's the bass. Boom, 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 boom. All right, guys. Everybody click on that link and go subscribe to Nate. Every day I'm hustling.
I would definitely appreciate it. Thank you, everyone.
And I'm going to go to the post office and I'm going to go to the dollar store and I'm going to go eat. Because I got several hours to myself. And after I eat, I'm going to photograph. So
Enjoy the quiet time and the work time. That's for
ain't
sure.
that the truth?
Get
I don't
some
have
work
to
done.
listen to the TV blaring. Find some boxing and put it on and take some photographs. I like to listen to boxing because then if something exciting happens, then you can rewind it and watch it.
Right.
And then you can listen to it. You can almost tell what's happening anyway by listening to the commentary.
Well, I'm sure with you, you know what's coming, depending on what the fight is or what round and whatever. I'm sure.
Depends on the fighter. It depends on the fighter. Because some people like to hold, and I cannot stand to watch a boxing match where the people hold.
Right.
I can't stand it. I'll listen to it. Unless it's a big fight, I won't watch it because I'll just holler at the screen. Oh, you're welcome, Lisa. Yeah, I'll just holler at the screen. And I've been known to get up and shadow box along with the boxers. Yeah,
You probably throw a mean right hook.
I don't know. You'd have to ask my husband. I'm kidding. I've never punched him. I've socked him in the arm. He used to scare me on purpose because I spook easy. And he's gotten punched in the arm several times and he's like, "Ow, that really hurts." And I'm just like, "Don't scare me." He's like, "I don't think you understand how hard you hit." Then don't scare me.
I could tell you're a lover, not a fighter, but I know you have that technique because you watch a lot of boxing.
Yeah, I taught my daughter how to box.
That's a good skill to know. You never know.
Yeah, one time my son and I walked into, it was like a Dunham's or an MC Sports or something like that. And they had this little boxing thing set up with a bag and everything in it. And I'm like, we put the headgear on and we put the boxing gloves on. And we were like, "Come on, boy, let's go." We were boxing back and forth and we were really hitting each other. And everybody was like, "Oh, dude, come here, look at this. This mom and her kid are boxing. Oh my God, they're really hitting hard." And we were hitting. I was hitting them hard. My son at 13, he was a big kid.
Right.
He was my size, if not bigger. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He was a big kid. So me hitting him full out was nothing. You know what I mean? It was fun. Oh my gosh, it was so fun. And the manager came over and asked us to stop. So we had to stop. But it was fun. It was really, really fun. And then Clay came in and told Dad what we did. And Dad was like, "You're stupid. That's so stupid. What if he would have hurt you?" You know, well, I said, "We had headgear on. I don't care. That was stupid. Don't ever do that again." I'm like, I don't think he'd go full out on me, but we were really punching though, but not like full out punching.
Right.
You know? But all right, guys, gotta get off here. My post office closes in 25 minutes. So
same here.
All right, guys. Mwah. Love you.
Bye, everyone.
Hey, bye, Nate. Thanks for the magazine.
Oh, no problem. I know you'll love them.
And we're gonna have to work on you getting on StreamYard, buddy.
Yeah, I definitely need to.
So you can get the watch hours because I don't need the watch hours. I have my watch hours 2 and 3 times over. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I don't need the watch hours. So I like to go on working hangouts on other people's streams so they can build their, not that I increase their watch hours, but just so that they get watch hours. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, coming live with you is always fun. You're a great person to be around. So.
Oh, thank you.
That's all anybody can ever ask for, going live with someone to laugh and to talk with, and especially when you're working. So
you're so sweet. You're
anytime you want to go live with me, you just let me know.
Oh, we're gonna work on getting you live on StreamYard. So
For
so
sure.
I can come on your live because you've got a lot more guys and we can talk sports and stuff like that. My people don't like to hear about sports and boxing and all that stuff.
For sure. I really want to do something with, especially football season and stuff like that. So you will definitely be one of the first guests that I'll have on the show with me doing something like that. I know
Bless your
Pittsburgh's a
heart.
big football fan too, so we'll do something.
All right, baby. Well, I will let you go. And
Alrighty.
I'm going to fly. Bye, guys. Love you.
Bye, everyone.
Subscribe to Nate. Every day I'm hustling. Thank you, motorcycle. I got to have my window open because it's beautiful. But yeah, I got lots of choppers in my neighborhood. All right, guys. We live on a main street. So it's like the main street through town. So it's heavily trafficked.
I was gonna say I've heard a lot of traffic go past your house, so I would definitely easily agree with that.
Sorry about that. Was it
Oh
bothering
no,
you?
it's all right. No.
Because I can shut my window if it bothers people.
Oh no, it doesn't bother me at all.
All right, guys. We'll see you later. Bye, Nate. Love you,
Bye
bud.
bye. Love you. See you later.